As a creator or artist, it can get easy to get caught up in the idea of continuously striving for followers, fame, likes, comments, all that stuff, when in reality, the only thing that dictates how much money you make is the amount of true fans that you have. There's actually a very famous theory by Kevin Kelly from a 2008 blog post that he wrote that states that you only really need 1,000 true fans to make $100,000 per year at least from your online business. These fans are defined as people who will buy anything and everything that you put out there because they are just that obsessed with you and the work that you do. The beautiful thing about this principle is it's very attainable for artists, for creators, for coaches, for anyone who's trying to build something online that kind of stems off of social media or somewhere that they can get free traffic. Converting just 1,000 people into true diehard fans for your brand is not that high of a hill to climb. And that's why I love this principle, because it's very attainable for people. Now, there are some strategies and some steps and sort of some metrics that you need to do this for your business. Like, you can't be a creator who's just posting pictures of yourself and showing off the way you look and stuff like that. You need to be giving some sort of value, whether that's in your art, whether that's in your coaching, whether that's in your niche. If you're an online coach of some sort, you need to be really helping and connecting with people. Maybe it's not helping them in the sense where you're coaching them on how to lose weight, but maybe it's helping them in the sense where they really connect with your music. Either way, there needs to be something to switch someone from just kind of there to watch because they think your content is cool or attractive to they are there to get something because you are literally helping them in their lives. So the question becomes, how do you actually build this community of just 1,000 true fans that will give you that sustainable income from your passion that you can then build? Because obviously a lot of people have goals to make more than just that $100,000 a year, but how do we set that baseline so we know that we have that stable, reoccurring, independent income coming in where everything on top of that is just gravy? So the key is to focus on turning your followers into subscribers or customers, moving them from platforms that you don't own to platforms that you have the full ownership of. On social media, 90% of people are just gonna be there, even more, 99% of people are just gonna be there to kind of watch because they like the way you look, because they kind of carry you, because it's cool enough. But really that 1 to 10% of people who love you, you need to get them off of social media to a platform where you can be one-on-one with them, where you have the full attention of them, where you have full ownership, where they can feel like they're a part of an exclusive community. To do this, I recommend building an email list and creating some sort of membership space that has a private community element attached to it. In those groups, you want to offer exclusive perks or exclusive membership benefits to your diehard fans, because guess what? They're your diehard fans. They're going to eat that up. If you offer them the ability to maybe message you or to buy something that the masses can't buy, or to get early access to something, or to just get your coaching, you are going to be giving those people what they want. So don't feel guilty about selling it to them. And to get them into the email list or the membership community, whatever it is you decide to do, I recommend both. You don't need to immediately sell. You can just subscribe them for free. As long as they're joining your off social channels, you are that much closer to being able to monetize from them, because eventually those people who are willing to give you their email or their time off of the social networks, which they're highly addicted to, they will eventually convert to buyers, or they won't and they'll leave, and then you know they're not a true fan anyway, so it doesn't really matter, right? So that's the beauty of having these channels off of social networks. And again, it's not about numbers. So it's not as sexy as having, 1 million followers on Instagram if you have 1,000 people in a small membership group. But those 1,000 people in that small membership group, they're gonna pay you month after month, and they're gonna result in over 6 figures a year for your business. So it's not in the numbers, it's not in the quantity, it's in that community, it's in that experience, it's in that place where you can connect these like-minded people around a passion, give them closer access to you, and as the creator, it's up to you to execute for these people, but don't let that intimidate you. Some people get scared to create these membership groups because they think they need to be posting in there every day or even every week, and honestly, even every month, but in reality, it's up to you how much you post. As long as you are giving them enough, and for some people, enough might only be, early access to some songs are dropping, or a cookie cutter workout program, or, exclusive interviews in podcasts that you only give them once, they buy once, and then you never have to interact with them again, right? it doesn't mean you need to constantly engage. That is just an option. Same thing with joining an email list. If you subscribe a bunch of people to your email list, you're not responsible to send a newsletter, 3 days a week. Sure, it'd be great if you can get one out every single week or have a member of your team do that. But as long as you have them somewhere, that is a start. Once you start to prove to yourself that it makes money, I guarantee you're going to want to double down anyway. I can name a million examples of people with membership groups or leveraging their email list making well over 6 figures a year. In fact, well over 6 figures a month. But ultimately, to prove to yourself that it's going to be worth your time, you just need to start. And I promise you, once you see those first transactions coming in and you realize that you now have these people in their own private space where you can continue to upsell them, and you see that they will continue to buy, and you don't feel guilty selling to them because you realize, holy shit, they're not just buying, they're asking me for more. So you give it to them. That's when the light bulb is going to go off for you guys. This is also extremely important because with social media, they are constantly pulling back the algorithms, restricting your reach as a creator. If you say something wrong, sometimes the platforms can even shadow ban or deplatform people, which is scary because you don't know what it is you can or can't say sometimes. And sometimes it's not even, most of the time, it's not even political stuff. A lot of times it gets into health things or certain topics that are deemed controversial. So no one wants to get deplatformed, and you don't even know if you're crossing the line sometimes, which is very scary as a creator. And you don't know if the platform is going to pull back reach for everybody, right? It may have nothing to do with, banning people or deplatforming. It might be a universal thing where they're like, hey, I think we're giving these creators too much reach. We need to pull it back so that we can increase our ad revenue and get more people spending money on ads. That's what historically happens with these social media platforms. They give you insane reach to start, and then they pull back the reach so that people start spending money on ads to get the reach that they used to get. So in summary, you should not be solely reliant on these platforms. You should do your best to build these communities of your diehard fans. Now, I'm going to talk about a few ways, I think it's 7 ways that you can really build these communities off of social networks. Obviously, I strongly recommend you contact us at Group to build it on Group because we are the best membership platform for creators and artists. But here are 7 reasons why it is super beneficial for you to build a list off social networks and to really focus on building that community of 1,000 true fans. Number 1, like I talked about, you want to have that full ownership of your audience. By building a following in a place that you own, such as an email list or on a platform like Grouped, you will never lose that list of contacts. You will never be hurt by an algorithm change, and you will be able to communicate to those people with their full and undivided attention. Number 2, this is going to obviously identify and cultivate your true fans to you. Whoever joins your communities or your email list off of social networks, those are going to be the people that you know are your true fans. They're going to continue to buy from you. These are the people that are going to be responsible for a heavy percentage of your income. So these are the people that you really want to focus your attention on. There are some artists out there who literally spend 95% of their attention on the small amount of people who are their diehard fans, and then the other 5% on the masses on social media, because they know how important those true fans are to their business. As a matter of fact, those true fans are everything. So those are the people you want to give attention to, and most people are doing it wrong. They're giving attention to the masses when the masses don't cut the checks. Number 3, standing out from your competition. I sort of mentioned it in having the full attention and ownership of your audience, but it is true. A lot of people are going to be fighting for the same people. They're going to be posting the same type of content. Social media is becoming saturated. You're just getting viewed in the middle of a scroll and people are doing it mindlessly. If you're able to deplatform people and have them subscribe or join your channels off of social media, you have a huge leg up on your competition. You're going to be able to retain those people. You're going to be able to make those people love you even more, and you're going to be able to emerge to the top of your category much more effectively than your competition who is not focusing on their true and diehard fans. Number 4 is building extremely authentic connections. In your private community, you're going to be able to strengthen the relationship that you have with your fans and your followers. So if you thought they were diehard fans when they joined your group, you wait till you see how much the bond strengthens between you and them after they're in your membership group. And like I said, this doesn't require a scary amount of work for you as the creator. If you just give them enough, which is a different definition for everyone, but if you just show up, you are going to reap the rewards when it comes to income, because a stronger relationship, a stronger stronger connection directly correlates to more money that you earn, and there is no chance you can build anywhere near as strong as a relationship with your community on social media as you can on a platform like Grouped or an email list. Next up is you're going to have your content seen more. So this is more along the lines of algorithms, but basically you won't have to worry about whether or not your people are going to see the content you put out. In a space where you have the full attention and full ownership of your audience, that also means that when you put out content, an algorithm won't hide it from them, or for some weird reason when they're scrolling, they won't miss your content because it is guaranteed to be delivered to them. That means you will have increased readership and increased conversion rate. So with that said, you have much greater control of your content and the effectiveness of it, which leads me into the last point, which is better data. With this better relationship with your audience and with this increased readership, you can really leverage these people to get feedback. You can share actual questions with them like, hey guys, do you like this? Or what do you think of this? Or would you rather me do this, this, or this? Or what do you want next? And you can take that data from your 1,000 true fans, or maybe you have 5,000 true fans and you're really balling, but from those diehard people, and you can then gather that data and use that to put it out to the masses with that much more confidence that you validated your idea. This is a great way to know that what you are doing or what you are creating is going to work with the masses because you know your diehard people loved it. And on that same note, when you do that, you are serving your diehard people and making them love you even more because you're showing them that content first. You're engaging with them. You're making them feel like they're a part of something bigger by giving them early access or asking them what they think, which again will make them love you more and make them buy more of your stuff down the road. So as you can see, building a space that you own and filling it with your diehards and striving to get those 1,000 true fans should be your number one priority as an artist or creator. Then shifting your mindset to focus on serving your diehard fans rather than trying to appeal to the masses is how you are going to make far more money, because when you do that, not only will you see exponential growth in your diehard fan following, but you'll see exponential growth all around because they are a domino effect. If you are making your diehard fan base grow and you are making them happy, everything is going to grow. Your ticket sales are going to grow. Your concerts are going to go up. Always going to be a full house, because in that group of diehard fans, you're way more likely to have people share your stuff every time you post it on social media and all this stuff. And there are thousands of examples of artists and creators successfully doing this. And it is going to be the next trend that you see in the creator economy from 2023 to 2026. Everyone is going to know the value of deplatforming and building communities off of social networks, because social networks are going to continue to be saturated, and artists and creators are going to continue to lose large amounts of their income to other people, and there's going to be a lot more competition. There's going to be a lot more noise. When you create a private channel that you own, you cut through that noise and you become independent. And that is going to be the biggest trend that you see, is creators, artists, and anyone with an online business striving to make independent income on a platform that they own, so they don't need to worry about all the BS and all the noise that comes with social media and everything in between. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in getting started on Grouped, be sure to click the link below. You can book a call with our team, and we look forward to having you on board.